YouTube. This is Vargas, recording live from the Vargas Vault. Back again with another collection pickup video. Like I mentioned in my last video, I was going to do three. First one that I posted was the movies and CDs. This one is the other stuff that I've added. Video game, a little bit of costuming, and some other stuff. So, however, first off, I do want to talk about two movies that I forgot to mention, because my wife bought these, and she put them somewhere separately. And as I was going through the stuff, I realized that these two movies weren't in the movie pile. So, my wife got me Babel, starring Brad Pitt, and the lady that played Hela. What's her name? Cate Blanchett. Who played Hela in Thor Ragnarok. And this is from the director of Amores Perros, Alejandro González Iñárritu, who won an Oscar for Birdman. So yeah, I've been hunting for this movie, and my beautiful wife found it for me, so thanks so much for my wife. Thanks so much to my wife. And when she bought me that one, she also bought for our daughter a Barbie movie. Our daughter is into animated movies right now, which is why I'm buying so many animated movies. And she likes Barbie. She likes Life in the Dream House, I think it's called. It's a Barbie series that they pass on TV. So my wife bought these. She actually watched this movie with our baby girl, and my wife didn't like it that much. She said the animation was pretty bad, but of course this is an early Barbie movie. You know, computer animation, low budget computer animation especially isn't that good. But it's for our daughter's movie collection, so yeah, it goes there. So those were the two movies that I forgot to mention. In Spring Valley, I picked this one up for $1. Went to see the book with It's a book. Went to see the movie that's based on this book. With her, and my wife had already read the book, so she kind of knew the beats where everything, the real tear-jerking moments were going to pop up. But I've never read the book, and after seeing the movie, I was kind of curious to read it, and I picked up for $1 the Vault In Our Stars Collector's Edition book. I like the movie. It's one of those movies that are designed to teach you the importance of living and stuff like that, but it's not heavy-handed. I didn't feel it was like really pushing the message, like message, understand the message, like that. It was a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be, so I guess that's why I enjoyed it. And it did have I didn't read the book, so I didn't know where it was going. But when the big twist happened, my wife was already crying. And I was like, wow, there you go, movie. I thought you were going this way, but you went that way. Touché. So the movie's not that bad. So, the book is usually better than the movie. So now I have a point of comparison. Picked up some Mario stuff. Picked up, these are promotional things that I think were in McDonald's. But I picked up Bowser. This little Bowser, he throws missiles, but it was loose, so no missiles here. But you press the button and it would shoot a little missile. But Bowser toys are pretty cool and pretty hard to come by, actually. There's a much better Bowser toy that I want to get that has Bowser in his little clown mobile that was later inherited to Bowser Jr. But I've never come across that one. I've never seen it in the wild, but that's the better Bowser figure. But this one's pretty cool, even though it has this weird, hole in the mouth. But it's pretty cool. Sculpting's pretty awesome. Can't complain. Picked up a red turtle shell. In my foolishness, I thought I didn't have this one, but it turns out I do already have a red turtle shell. But you can't have too many turtle shells. This is a spring toy. You pull it back and it moves forward. So a red shell. And this one, really happy about this one. It has a few scratches here and there, but nothing that I can't repaint or fix. But it's a 1-up mushroom. This one was released for McDonald's, I think. Yeah, McDonald's in 2017. I have Princess Peach. I have Yoshi. I have Mario. The Mario that lights up. Now Bowser, red shell. Well, two red shells. I'm only missing Luigi, and I was missing the one-up thing. So, but this is pretty cool because if you press this little button here, so I just gave myself 5 one-ups. So one more, 7, lucky 7. So yeah, I like this. I like this quite a bit. Love the little mushrooms. Mushrooms. What? No. So yeah, anything Nintendo related, I like collecting. Love Nintendo, like I mentioned in my Mario 3D World review. So owning these little collectibles is pretty awesome. Just like I always hunt for the Pokemon ones. In Spring Valley, there was this one spot that was selling video games for $1. So I picked up these for $1. For the PlayStation 3, picked up White Knight Chronicles International Edition. This was developed by Level 5, who did Dragon Quest 8. They did Rogue Galaxy. They did I forget the name, but the Dark somethings. Want to say they also did Professor Layton. So it's a very established and a very good video game developer. This is an RPG, and this is the International Edition, which adds a lot more content to the original game. So RPGs are great to play. You know, you're looking at 100+ hours of playtime. And although I don't have the free time to play or invest into an RPG as much as I used to, if you want more bang for your buck, RPGs are the way to go. Even though a lot of people don't like RPGs because there's a lot of grinding, you know, there's a lot of you have to play the RPGs over and over and over again so you can level up and improve your character. But I grew up with that kind of stuff, so I enjoy it. Also picked up these two, Super Monkey Ball, Step and Roll, and the Blob 2. This one uses the Wii Balance Board. It's Monkey Ball. If you've never played Monkey Ball, it's basically a monkey in a ball, and you control the monkey through different obstacles so he doesn't get hit or falls down on a certain path. This one has the balance board, but I think I've read in one of the Nintendo magazines that it's not very well implemented. The balance board doesn't quite register in tight circles, so you end up falling, but it's a monkey ball game. It's cute, and I can play it with the balance board. And few games actually use the thing other than Wii Fit and your odd games here and there. So for $1, why not? The Blob 2 is the sequel to the really, really cool The Blob. That was a fun game. You go around as the titular blob, painting the world that's in black and white. The first The Blob was pretty cool. Looking forward to playing this. And this one, I haven't decided if I'm gonna give these to a nephew, or if I'm gonna save them for my daughter, because they're more child games. My nephew is a little bit older. My daughter's pretty young, so I'm not deciding yet. I'll consult with the wife. But this is Susu Pets. It's a very, very simple platforming game, designed for little kids, of course. But it's 35 levels of playing with the Susu Pets, and my daughter watches the Susu Pets from time to time, so that's cool. And this one is Let's Paint. It's a shovelware game where you just go around, you use the Wiimote to paint different things. It's basically like Microsoft Paint, but on the Wii. So this will probably keep her entertained for a little bit until she develops the hand-eye coordination to play Susu Pets, and then later on Mario and stuff like that. But for $1 each, these of course are two. So I bought this was $2, and White Knight Chronicles was $1. So $5, can't go wrong. Went to Big Lots, and Big Lots had all their St. St. Patrick's Day stuff 50% off. I was hoping for a leprechaun hat, but all the places that we went to, oddly enough, they got rid of their St. Patrick's Day stuff pretty fast. They got rid of that quick because St. Patrick's Day was a day before, so they got rid of all of that. But Big Lots still had, when we went to Spring Valley, we passed by a Big Lots, so they still had some things. Didn't find the leprechaun hat, but I found this one, and I personally liked it. If you follow my channel, you know I like buying stuff for costumes, for Halloween, for the videos. They also serve my wife because since she's a teacher, in April it's Kids Week, so they do crazy hats, crazy glasses, crazy costumes, stuff to make kids have a good time during the week that's Kids Week. So I bought this one because I've always wanted this kind of hat. I don't know why. I saw it on an episode of The Simpsons. It's a stereotypical Irish hat, but I wanted it and I bought it, and I like it, laddie. I like the green. I like how it looks. Makes me very pretty. Yes, laddie, I could do it like this. I could do it like that. I could do it like this. And wear my hat. Or if I ever take up golfing, this is also looks like a golfing hat. So why not? I could take up golfing and look the part very well. So I am weird. My wife gave me the weirdest look when I bought that hat, but damn it. I like buying stuff like that because I can use them for costumes. I can use them for my videos. I can lend it to her for, her crazy hat day. Just love the stuff. I have the weirdest collection of costume hats that you can think of, but damn it, I like it. Two more things that I bought at Toys R Us. Went to Toys R Us. You probably already saw me talking about that if you saw the Toys R Us video. But the very first thing that I wanted is because of a good pal of mine on YouTube, Clowny Nerf. If you're not subscribed to Clowny Nerf, subscribe to him, follow him on Instagram. He posts some really cool stuff. During the week, he posted a pic of him buying Dragon Ball Z Scout visor. He has a red version, and I've always wanted one of those Scouts, but I've never been able to find them. They're online. You can order them online, and there's different price points. There's just the plastic one that does nothing. There's the plastic one that has sound effects, and then there's the higher, more expensive plastic. It's a little bit more well-designed plastic, but has sound effects and the visor lights up. That will run you a bit more expensively. I know GameStop has the cheaper ones that just don't do anything. But I went to Toys R Us, and they had an anime section, and they had a Dragon Ball Super section, and that's where I found my Dragon Ball Z Scout. So this one, if I turn it on, it has this button that has sound effects. This doesn't light up. This is not the higher end light up one, but
such a sense of humor.
That's Freezer.
Now let's try to scope out the highest power level on this planet. His power level exceeds 5,000. What do you say we go have some fun? Go easy on him. His power level exceeds 5,000. It's over 8,000.
So it has phrases from Vegeta and Freezer, and they also had the red one, but Clowny already had the red one, and I didn't want to rip him off completely. So I bought the green one. The green one was worn by Vegeta, if I'm not mistaken, and the red one was worn by Freezer. So this one, no frills, doesn't light up. It just the glass visor has the little images that what it has on the Dragon Ball Z during the Namek series, and I like it. I've always thought the visor from Dragon Ball Z Namek Saga was pretty cool, even though once when Vegeta discovered that he can sense chi like all the other Sea Warriors, he didn't need the scout thing. But this thing in the anime is designed to read opponents' fighting level. So you could detect you, and you only have 400. You're pathetic. I can beat you up. Holy shit, you have 8,000. Oh, holy shit, it's over 9,000. So I've always wanted a Dragon Ball Z scouter. I grew up watching Dragon Ball, then went to Dragon Ball Z, then went to Dragon Ball GT, and the scouter came back in Dragon Ball Super when they did the resurrection of Freezer. He had the scouter, and all his troops had scouter, and I like it. I like the design of the scouter. It's basically just a headphone with a little visor thing. But damn it, I like it. I thought it was cool. I've been hunting for one for many, many years. Hot Topic, GameStop. I couldn't find one until I went to Toys R Us, and that's the thing about Toys R Us. You can find almost anything there. So now, finally have a Dragon Ball Z Scouter. Even though I will freely admit, the main reason that I wanted one even more is because I saw Clowny Nerf with one. So I always wanted it, saw Clowny Nerf with one, and I'm like, now I really want one. And I finally got one. So yeah, my nerd level is over 9,000. I picked that one up, and I am a happy little nerd. And I'm also happy because I posted this on Facebook. The Infinity War trailer dropped on Thursday. And it was a really cool trailer. I freaking loved the trailer. They showed a lot, but I don't feel they showed too much. I really liked it. It served its purpose. It got me hyped for Infinity War. And of course, person that I am, I wanted the Infinity Gauntlet. I've mentioned this before. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this before. I have a toy version of Mjolnir. I have a toy Captain America shield. I have an Iron Man helmet. I try to collect things that I can use as a costume and that are comic book related. I have Wolverine's claws, Spider-Man's web shooter, random stuff that I've gotten that I'm happy. And the one thing that I've wanted is an Infinity Gauntlet. And I've seen online a plastic version of the Infinity Gauntlet. It doesn't light up, doesn't do anything. It's just a glove, and it has the comic book version of the Infinity Gauntlet, but I've never been able to find it in the wild, and it's expensive to order it online. There's also an oven mitt Infinity Gauntlet that's for $20. I'm like, I don't want that. It looks cool because it looks comic booky, but it's an oven mitt. I want to go with an oven mitt. Hasbro released a Legends Infinity Gauntlet, and that one, oh my god, that one's so cool. It lights up. Each one of the Infinity Gems lights up, and also the fingers move, and every time you move the fingers, it has this awesome metal clanking sound effect. I love the way that looks. It looks freaking amazing, but it's $100. I can't afford $100 with, it's the same reason I couldn't afford the WWE replica belt that they had at Toys R Us. It's $100. It's $100. I could charge it to a credit card, but then I would get in trouble with, I wouldn't get in trouble, but it would cause conflicts with my wife because, our budget is kind of tight. With stuff that's happening, and me dumping $100 on something like that, it's gonna cause problems one way or the other. But went to Toys R Us and went to Target. They didn't have this. Went to Walmart. They didn't have this. Went to Toys R Us and they had it. And I was like, wife, you know how I am. You knew the man that I was when you married me. This is who I am. This is what I want. Can I buy it? And she was like, it's still $20. It's not $100, but it's still $20. But and you're already buying the scouter, but you know, she wasn't happy, but she was okay with me buying this, and this is the Hasbro cheaper alternative to the Infinity Gauntlet, the $100 Infinity Gauntlet. Like I said, they didn't have it at Target, they didn't have it at Walmart, but they had it at Toys R Us, and that's the thing that I said. You can find a lot of stuff at Toys R Us, and I bought the Hasbro $20 Infinity Gauntlet. Unlimited, infinite power. I am now as akin to a god. That's what Thanos would say. It's not as cool as the $100 Infinity Gauntlet. This thing would move, for one thing, the fingers would move, but size comparison, it's designed for a kid, but I'm a short man with short hands. That's the only thing I have short. And but you can see, it's basically not that much of a size difference. It's kind of like for me. The gems are a lot smaller than I would like, but still not bad. The texture is pretty cool. I mean, it would look like a nice display piece for my bookshelf or anything like that. But it's wearable. It has this little thing that you can, grab a hold on. Fits my hand pretty good, no problem. And it lights up. Now, this is the one thing that I don't like about this one. You press this button here, the soul gem. Lights up. But this is the only one that lights up. I would have preferred if these also lit up somehow. But they don't. Only this one lights up. And honestly, even the sound effect is kind of meh. It has the same kind of sound effect that the arc reactor that I have does. You press the button. Even the Mighty Morphing Power Rangers Morpher that I bought a while back has the same kind of sound effect. So, sound effect is not as cool as the one for the $100 one. The $100 one also, each one of the Infinity Gems lights up. But again, this is a good alternative. Bam! Ba-la-la-la. It's really late and I'm losing my mind, but doing a very good representation of Thanos because he's the Mad Titan and I'm mad at this point because I haven't really slept that well. But screw it. I have an Infinity Gauntlet. So again, $20. You can buy this online at the Toys R Us shop. I suppose. No, I don't regret buying it. I was gonna say that I suppose I could have waited until they actually, start liquidating everything. But this is probably one of the first things that's gonna go once the Infinity War hype picks up. And it's something that I've wanted for a while, way before the Infinity War trailer. I wanted an Infinity Gauntlet. I wanted a cheap alternative to the Infinity Gauntlet. Because that plastic one I mentioned, last time I saw it online was going for $70. And it's basically the same thing, it just has the comic book look to it. Doesn't move just like that one, but that one doesn't have any sound effects. At least this one has a sound effect and lights up. There's things that I hope can be improved, like I don't like these holes here. This is where the sound comes out, but I don't like the way that those holes looks. And this part here, I don't know, maybe Clowny commented when I posted the picture that maybe Nerfenstein could, do something with this to make it cooler. But all in all, it's $20. It's a good economic alternative to buying an Infinity Gauntlet. Like I said, this is for costuming. I can have this as a costume. I don't think I would ever paint myself purple to look like Thanos. But as a display piece, it's pretty cool. $20, you could put it like that. Bam. Infinity Gauntlet. Or, wow. Power! And I can get my crazy Mad Titan mood on here. And, you know, also be like, yeah, go all out. Put on your Dragon Ball Z Scout. Ah, your power level is 500. Bam! My power level is infinite, motherfucker. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably weirded out by over this crazy old man, but screw it. I love my nerd stuff, and I'm very, very happy with my purchase of an Infinity Gauntlet. Even my daughter was like, she grabbed it and she immediately, instinctively know that it goes like this, and she started playing with the button. So, it's cool to see that my daughter has inherited my nerd genes. So this one will go here. There you go. See, perfect displays, perfect display thing. If I ever win the lottery, I would probably still buy the $100 one. But for now, that is cool, and I am super happy with that. So, yeah, that was a very, very long video, but this is, that was the pickup video that you just saw and heard me talk about for I don't know how long. This is cool to me, and I hope you enjoy it. If you can, if you want a cheap alternative to the Infinity Gauntlet and you want to have a nice display piece, like I mentioned, this is pretty cool. It could probably use a few things to make it pop out. I wish I was good with electronics, so I could probably put in some LEDs in here and here and make all of the Infinity Gems light up. But I'm not good with electronics, so that'll never happen. But maybe someone out there will do it and will put a guide on how to do it, and then I can do it, and then I would have an Infinity Gauntlet that lights up entirely. So, hint, hint, wink, wink. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this pickup video, this really long pickup video of me gushing about a Dragon Ball Z Scouter and an Infinity Gauntlet. Thank you for putting up with me, first of all. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your watches, your thumbs up, your thumbs down, whatever, your comments, whatever you want to leave. I appreciate it. I always like to recommend something, but I would definitely recommend this one. This one was $15 at Toys R Us. It has sounds, no lights, just sounds, but still pretty cool as a costume thing. And definitely recommend the Infinity Gauntlet. It still looks pretty cool in my opinion. If you're a taller guy with bigger hands, maybe that thing will get kind of cramped. But, if you're a short guy like me and you love the Infinity Gauntlet because you read the comic book and you thought that comic book was the best thing, the best Marvel crossover has ever done, which is my opinion, definitely pick that one up. That one's pretty cool. $20. You can't go wrong with $20. And it's a cool little display thing. So, thanks so much for watching, and until I see you all again, this was Crazy Old Man Vargas in his Vargas Vault, thanking you all, and signing out.